Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Al Abtoor Polo Resort and Club for our finals day of the Dubai Challenge Cup 2025. We first of all start off the subsidiary final with a round robin. And this will be starting off with Habtoor in the red shirts against Bangash. There'll be two chukkers played here, and then we'll also have El Basha coming to join them. We can see on screen for our Polo Line viewers. We'll have Habtoor playing at number 1 will be Khalaf Al Habtoor. At 2 will be Juan Cruz Guevara. At 3, Habtoor Al Habtoor and Marcos Pinello. At number 4, for Bangash, Haider Bangash at number 1. Marcos Gigli at number 2. Augustine Perez at number 3. And Genero Ringa playing at number 4. These two will play against each other first for 2 chukkers, and then one team will drop down, who I believe will be Bangash, and they will play against El Basha. And El Basha playing at number 1 will be Hani Chabse from Jordan. At number 2 will be Federico Pereira. At number 3 will be Horsto Coutinho. And at 4 will be Tommy Willens. All 10 goal teams, no handicaps to be given. And so the two teams out there on the field looking to get this first 2 chukkers underway, an American tournament, and our umpire out on the field. I have it down as Peter Wright, but I'll just have to double check that one. And so all those viewing on Polo Line, please drop us a message. Tell us where you're calling in from. We'll see if we can give you a shout out during the match. The two teams lining up here now, looking to get this one underway. The ball gets bowled into play at the front of the line out. Comes away with it there, does Khalaf Habtoor. Khalaf comes round the front. Haider just stops him in his tracks, but now it's left here for Marquito Pinello. Pinello just taps it up forward. You got Ringa there just marking him. He sends that ball up forward and looking for Habtoor to go forward onto it. But the first man to surface with it here now will be Haider. Just checks the pony up and takes it away from the danger zone. Looks to take it away from the play, but it's now picked up by Habtoor Al Habtoor. Habtoor turns that away there from the man looking to come round the tracks, but couldn't quite control that play. Coming in there onto that one there is Ringa, but now we have a little bit of a confusion as to the line of the play, and we get a whistle on that play there. We have a little replay from Polo Line. Thank you very much indeed. And we end up with a Bangash player coming in across that line, creating a blockage in the play, and therefore we now have a penalty 3, it looks like. A 40-yard penalty in favour of Habtoor to be teed up by Marquito Pinello. So he's teed the ball up and he'll canter around here nicely. Settle up only, have a couple little warm-up swings and come up onto the play here now. It is defendable, of course. But Marquito will be looking to put this over the top. Comes up to a drive, shoots, it's hard and straight through the goals it goes. Opening up that account here now for Habtoor, making it 1 goal to Habtoor. You can see it on our replay for our Polo Line viewers. Great shot from behind. Not as high as maybe he would have liked, but with a lot of power on it. And unable to stop that one there with Bangash as it sneaks inside the right-hand corner of the goal. So, two teams line up once more. Ball gets bowled into play. In the middle line out, it gets caught. Habtoor surfaces with it here now. Looks to cut this one in towards the middle of the field, but he comes straight across the field. In comes Ringa, looking for the hook. Picks up the play here now. No, sorry, it's not Ringa, but we get a whistle on the play. In fact, it was Gigli coming up on the ball. Ringa was in behind. Let's have a little look at the replay here now. And it looks like we have a spot penalty, though, in favour of Habtoor. In favour of Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. Player indicated by the umpire should take it a near side play as Ringa picks it up. Takes it forward here now and pushes that one up the front door. Looking for Haider if possible. But he can't quite get onto that one. Gets onto his near side. But it's taken away here now by Marquito Pinello. Taking away from the danger zone here now. Haider comes in. Takes the hook there. Does Marquito. Turns away from the next Bangash player and goes up the boards here now. About the 40-yard line here. Out there on the boards in front of Three Chimneys Farm Polo Tent. And it is coming forward once again. Makito taps it up forward. Makito this time opens shoulder, drives that one up. He's up there looking for Habtoor, but he's being kept well off out of that play, allowing Ringer to come onto it here. Checks up on the play. Comes away, gets a little bit of protection, gets away from Habtoor on that one here now. Looks to take it forward, but in comes Juan Cruz Guevara. Juancho on the play. Juancho comes in to meet it, looks to try and steal that one away, and it looks like he has poached it and taken that one down the boards. He goes with a long shot, but don't think there's going to be anybody there to it. Just shows too much of that one there. Giglini comes away with the play here now, looking to come underneath the neck once more. Gets hold of that one and puts this one out towards us at the hotel side in front of Party at the Polo. Checks up on it there with Makito. Pinello putting the pressure on. Gets half hooked there by Guevara. Now left here for Perez. Gigli onto it here now. It's Perez previously. Goes to let that one go, and he does, and he puts it up the middle of the field. But the middle of the field there has been well controlled there by Marquito Pinello, looking after man. Then goes to ball. Good play by him, but couldn't quite pick it up cleanly. And now left it here for Bangash to come onto it. Just deceived on that play. Hyde was trying to get on, but just a little bit too late onto it. And it comes up onto it here now. The backhand of Guevara, pushing it away from the danger zone for Habtoor, out towards the side. But first to surface with it once again here is going to be Ringer, being pressurised by Marquito. Ringer's got the pony, looks to come round towards the middle of the field, tries to pick it up onto his near side, didn't pick it up cleanly. The two players unable to get hold of that one there, but first quickly round up onto here's Perez. Perez turns round, faces up towards the goal here now. Has to reach out a long way to try and control that play. Couldn't get onto the next one, but it's now picked up here by Pinello. Pinello turns and faces back up in towards attack, but leaves it behind for Guevara. Guevara picks it up here nicely here now. Guevara, stick side, near side, struggling to windmill that ball forward, but couldn't quite do so. Gets called off it there. Does President left there for Ringer. Ringer comes forward, tries to get the shot off, but in comes Habtoor to spoil that play, but he retains possession and keeps control of the play here now, does Ringer, and sends that one up forward here now, looking for his teammate at the front, but Habtoor's coming in to push him off out of that play and leaving the ball here for Marquito, doing a good job clearing the way there, did Habtoor, so Marquito Pinello can come away with it here now. Straightens himself up a little bit on this one and decides to go out there towards Habtoor, but it's sent straight up the field, but he fortuitously managed to get back onto his own play once more. Does Marquito Pinello. Pinello up forward, tries to windmill that one forward, does so. Great control there by Marquito, takes it wide, goes with the next shot, couldn't execute that as desired, and it's now going to be picked up there by Ringer. Ringer up on the move. Ringer next onto it. There's Habtoor. Habtoor coming forward up towards the goal here now, keeping it short, trying to avoid this hook. Ringer looking to put the pressure on him, allowing his player to get to him, but it's too little too late, and there it is. And a goal there by Habtoor from the field. Making it 2 goals it is now to Habtoor. And let's have a quick little look here as we go to a bit of a replay, hopefully from Polo line. Thank you very much. You can see Ringer just trying to block him, allow his player just to get in there and maybe play the backhand, but Habtoor got to it first, dropped the mallet down onto it and put it away, securing goal number 2 there for Habtoor. It's a rather warm day this afternoon, so we do have free changes. It's 2:10 on the clock. We'll just wait for the whistle from the umpire. And so we'll just have a 1-minute break here whilst the players quickly change, come back out onto the field, a round robin. We do have this round robin, which does take quite a long time, more than normal 6 juckers. And then we have our grand final, scheduled for 4 o'clock, but I would anticipate about 4:15, to be honest with you. So the players coming back out on the field here now. We need to clear the field as quickly as possible so we can get it underway with no delay. We'd like to thank our co-sponsors, of course, here, or our sponsors here being Diamond Lease, who were established in 1996. They're a subsidiary of the Al Habtoor Group, providing automotive rental and leasing solutions in the UAE, serving over 700 companies, managing transportation needs and servicing and leasing solutions with a fleet of over 8,400 vehicles. And so players coming out onto the field and umpire whistling them up, looking to get them out here as quickly as possible. As after all, after this match here, there is the final down in Gantut of the last high goal tournament of the season, which Habtoor will be playing in. And of course on different horses and different players, but they'll be going down to Gantut to support their team, which starts at 7:45 down there in Gantut, Abu Dhabi. So the ball back into play there by Umpire first to serve for this one here now will be Haider. Haider comes in. Good strong backhand by Haider. Picked up by Guevara. Guevara up onto the play. Guevara comes forward. Ball gets skewed off out towards the side, but fortuitously he has Marquito Pinello well positioned to pick that one up. He couldn't quite get it what he was looking for on it. Settles down onto the play. You see Guevara coming back in behind to give him the support. Goes for the show and go here. Does Marquito Pinello. Reckons he's got the pony to get away there from Ringa. Sends it up forward here. Cut out of the play nicely there by Perez. Takes it forward. Looks to make a turning play, but keep this one away there from Marquito Pinello. Takes the player. Leaves the ball. Leaves it now for Ringa, who unleashes it and sets that one out towards the picnic area of the field. And it is now picked up here once again by Perez. Turns it away. Oh, but he might have shown too much of there. He has. He's had it stolen away from him there by Pinello. Pinello looks for the big neck shot. Couldn't quite get that one as wanted. Goes to the tail backhand. Changes the flow of play. Next up onto it here once again. It's going to be Ringa. Ringa makes a turning play. Ringa looking to get this one away from their half of the field and gets a good shot off there. Waiting for it is going to be Haider. Haider Bangash up on the move here now. Haider goes looking to control this play. Goes a little bit wide on that. Khalaf Abtor going back to try and put the pressure on. Haider just overcooks that one a little bit. This time it's going to be Marquito Pinello. And Pinello looks to come back away with it. But coming up is inside here now is Ringa. Ringa onto the play. Ringa comes away from the play here now. Goes forward with the play and sends that one up forward here, looking for his man at the front door. Couldn't get hold of it. In comes the backhand there by Guevara. Out there, cleanly picking it up nicely. Work well together, these two, is Pinello and Guevara. It's Pinello looking to go nearly coast to coast. He goes a little bit wide on that one, has to check up, and the players come back to him, gets a chance to get into it. Sends the ball up for the passing play there for Abtor, but it's going to be Bangash. Nice backhand there from Bangash out towards the boards, but it's not going to be picked up by Guevara. Always one of the men sitting deep all the time, and it is going to be Guevara. The first two to go. Guevara up onto it, takes the hook, brings it forward once again. The man slightly in his way, goes with the next shot underneath goal. Oh, beautiful anticipation and stop there by Ringa. Now cleared away here from the danger zone there by Bangash. It looked like an almost certain goal, but a great play there. Looks to pick that one out of the air. Does Haider, but in turn leaves it this time now for Gigley. Gigley struggles to get back over to that play, but manages to do so. But in turn, it's left here now for Habtor Abtor takes it forward one more time. The clock is tick-tocking down, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We come to end of Chukka number 1, with the score being 2 goals it is to Habtor. Bangash still looking to open up their account of this 2 Chukka game against Habtor. So now we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polarline before we come back for Chukka number 2. So welcome back here now to our Polarline viewers and all of us here at Al Habtoor Polo Tournament Club in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. So our Polarline viewers were down there in the camp of Habtoor. Well, Bangash are already making their way back to the middle of the field and looking to get this underway. So the umpire just looking to get these two teams together here now. No, they said a round robin, an American tournament. The two names it's basically known about, where three teams play against each other over a period of 6 chukkers. They play 2 chukkers each against each other. And it goes effectively on points for a win and a loss. They can, of course, have a draw. And at the end of the second chukker, it will end on the first hooter rather than playing out the 30 seconds sudden death, unless they're tied, of course. So two teams come together here now, and the ball will be thrown in from the inside out by the umpire there, where it finished the end of the chukker. They ran out of time, and Habtor was trying to make an attacking towards goal. It's picked up here now. For Bangash, comes forward, gets called off it, and left here now this time. Myringa looks to send that one up here. Goes for the first time play, trying to get that up there for Habtor. Just loses a little bit of momentum, doesn't quite reach him, and it's first onto it will be Guevara. And unfortunately, we get a whistle on that play. We'll just go to the replay of this one here. Thank you very much to Polo Line. So the umpire not creating any advantage on that play there. It was a good backhand by Guevara, and it looked like Makito was going to come away with it, but we end up with a spot penalty here now in favour of Habtor Polo, to be brought in by Makito Penelo. Penelo taps it forward. Comes up there to his marker. Draws him in, then this time unleashed it. Nice high ball straight over the top of the players. In fact, so pinpoint it came off Kalasponi, but it's going to be picked up here there by Juancho Guevara. Taps it up forward. This time gets told to use it. Does so. Goes without here now. Goes with the running play. A nice play onto that one there. The man is taken. It's picked up the near side, but this time it's picked up here though by Habtor. Reached out a long way to try and get to it. Going back to him there is Ringer. He's got a cut shot to try and get in onto that one there. Goes with the cut shot, but unfortunately couldn't quite get the angle he was looking for. But good attack there from the Habtor team, but unfortunately unable to seal the deal. And so the ball will be placed on the back line here now for Hinera Ringer to bring into play once more. Ringer taps it up forward. For Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. Sends a nice high ball out towards the side into space. His teammate there, Vrez, to come onto. Looks to pick this one up. He's going to have to check up and wait for that to come off the boards. It does, but it allows Habtor to get in to put the pressure on. The pressure was on, and quickly turning around. Lovely bit of horsemanship there by Pancho Guevara. By Juancho Guevara, who takes that ball forward in the air, brings it forward once again. He's probably going to get hooked off out of it, so yields off and leaves it here now for Habtor. When he played that straight into his own teammates' pony, but it looks like it's going to be Makito Penelo to pick it up here now. Makito goes with a shot from a distance, takes one look at goal and puts it away. Marcos Penelo putting goal number 3 on the board there for Habtor. Let's have a look at the replay here now. It's all a bit scrappy trying to get into it, and then Makito just had a look up and said, I've had enough of this, thank you very much indeed, and we'll just put that one away through the goals. So two teams lining up here now, and the ball gets bowled into play. Gets stuck at the middle of the line out. No clear line out on that one, unfortunately. It's now taken away. Bangash on the attack once more. Comes back inside the players. Nice little play there. Comes away there from Guevara. Looks to straighten this one up here now. He's going to have to check up and come in because Marco Penelo is just in there with him. Igli turns away from the play. Thinks about the backhand, says, no, I'm going to keep it. We're going to try and bring this round the corner, and decides to go round the other way, makes a little bit of space for himself, but he's been well pursued there by Penelo. Reaches out a long way as he can the long man, and picks it up. Onto the boards it comes, gets a big bump and a ride off. Couldn't get the backhand off with Gigli, but they're over the top of it, looking for it as Genero. Genero's ball just gets kicked by a pony, and first up to it with Perez, so he takes the man and leaves it there for Gigli. For Genero, here's the call. He's got himself well positioned out there in front. Has Gigli. Gigli just looks like he wants to stick and ball that. Lovely bit of play there by Bangash. Working well, heard the call. The call's always only an option. It's not a must, but a great choice of it was there. We'll go to the replay here. They're stuck on these boards. Heard the call. The man had broken away from his teammate. Gigglin puts that one away nicely. So 1 goal it is here now to Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. 3 for Habtor. And the players come back towards the middle of the field. We're bang on halfway through this chukker. It's getting a little bit warmer here in the UAE, so give them the option to quickly change. Halfway through these chukkers. You know, it's a long season. We've still got a month and a half of polo left to play here. So the rules of polo are set up for safety of horse and player, and it is vital that we try to look after these horses as best we can. So I'd just like to remind everybody, of course, that we do have halfway through the main final, we will have Hunt the Gold Coin, which is worth 10,000 dirhams. There'll be 2 coins out on the field, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, Grandiose, Dionica, MT, A&E, Hilton V, Moran Food Gift Boxes, Habtor Palace, El Pastayo, polo assessment lessons for 2 people, and a riding lesson for 2 people. And, of course, 4 tickets full of pearl. Thank you very much indeed to all our sponsors of our Hunt the Gold Coin. And as well, great to see Orbis here this afternoon. In addition to that, I will also mention that after polo, the Six Nations will be played in the Horse and Hound. So the 2 teams starting to come back out onto the field here now to get chukker number 2 back underway once more for the 6 chukker round robin. So 3-1 is the score so far in favour of Habtor. So if we can clear the field, please, ground crew. We'll get this underway. Thank you very much, guys. Jaldi. So 2 teams lined up here now. So the umpire just looks to bowl that ball back into play. Stuck once again in the middle of the line-out. Looking to pick it up. There's Ringer. Habtor trying to get it, but barge into that one and steal it away. Comes forward with this one here. Couldn't quite pick that one up clearly. Nicely picked up there on the near side there by Habtor. Goes onto a stick side. Comes a little bit away from the play. Keeps that one. Nice little play underneath the neck. But the first back onto this one there is Habtor. Managed to get down onto that one first. Takes his ball out towards the boards. But the cry of anguish almost, as you can imagine, going through his head as the ball hops out over the boards. So therefore we'll have a free hit where the ball went out of play. For Bangash. Brings it into play here. Does. Ringer. Goes with a long shot. Looks to put this one up the front door, but the first back to it will be Pinello. Pinello, with the pressure being put on him there, controls the man up onto the ball. Classic. Goes forward once again here now. Keeps it short. Avoids the hook. Reaches out a long way. Couldn't quite get back onto that one there. Higley does so. Comes onto it. Looks to check. Come back inside. Just gets smothered onto that one there by Marquito. He just gets a bit of a push and a shove for his dues there by Ringer, and we get a whistle on the play. Ringer reckons that the line was him and he was coming across him, but I think that the umpire felt differently on that play there. So let's have a look at our replay. He goes forward. And the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty 5. A spot penalty in favour of Habtor Polo for Marquito Pinello to bring into play. Marcos taps it forward. Closes down the angle slightly, then drives and sends this one up forward, up over the top here, looking there for Guevara. Guevara going back. Ringer wanting a bit of that one too. Gets a bit of the man, a little bit of a backhand, just enough there for Ringer to get onto. Ringer gets up onto this one here now. Ringer comes away there from Habtor, avoids that first hooking play, but the good pressure there by Habtor. But the next man onto it there is going to be Gigli. Gigli looks to try and pick it up. Comes off the pony, goes wide and allows Guevara back in onto it. Look at the horsemanship as he comes around that corner there, up onto that play. Does Juancho. Juancho comes forward once again, trying to pick that one up there. Now it's going to be picked up here by Habtor. Looks for the backhand to try and keep that in play. Would like a little bit more angle onto it, but it's a little straight and picked up here quickly there by Bangash, who sends it out here now. Perfectly positioned for Hyder. Hyder sweeps onto that line and goes for the big driving shot forward, but it's going to be here now for Khalaf tries to play it on the stick side instead of playing it on his near side. Ball's on the left, go near side, no shadow of doubt. And we get a whistle on the play. We see on the replay here, Haider onto that one there. If it just played the near side, would have been fine. But this now will result in a penalty being moved up forward. After all, a team who's fouled needs to be put into a position they would have been if they had not been fouled. And Haider was the first man through, and so therefore we have a penalty two. A 30-yard penalty in favour of Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. Being teed up there by Henera Ringa. So players called. Looks like a couple of players are quickly taking the opportunity to change ponies once more. A couple of Bangash players still needing to get onside. Perez and Gigli. So Hinero comes up to this one here, strikes, puts it away. That is now 2 goals it is to Bangash. 3 for Habtoor, and a minute and a half left to play here. Unless we're all tied, of course, and then we will play the extra 30 seconds. So the two teams are lining up here now. Umpire just looking to get them sorted out, and then the ball gets bowled into play. Once more, stuck at the front of the line out, but does bobble its way through. Ringer takes it deep in his own territory to get more angle on it, and a good backhand comes off that one there, but it's well covered here by Guevara. Guevara comes with the backhand off the top of the bounce, looks to pick that one up and strike it down. Here does Marquito, optimistically looking for something. There was Ringer, but he was clearly off that line, and sets it forward up here now for Habtoor coming towards the goal here now. Left it behind. They're all over the top of that. Next back one onto this one here, though, will be Guevara. He looks over his shoulder to make sure there's nobody coming up to him too close, but the man coming to him. So he goes, when he goes forward, he left that one behind, and it looks like the backhand comes in and clears it away, but it looks like it's going to go out over his own back line from a defending play. So we will have a corner. You can see on the replay for our Apollo Line viewers, ball comes up forward, plays that near side play, clearing away from the goal mouth, but in doing so, take it out over their own back line, so we'll have a penalty 6, a corner. The ball will be teed up 60 yards from the goal. Further ball went out of play. So an opportunity here now for Marquito Benel to seal the deal. We only have 15 seconds left on the clock here. So this will be the last play of this first 2 chukkers, I would say, before El Barsha come out onto the field. Just waiting for the umpire to call play. So in fact, sorry, Polo Line seems to have it right. It's 0-2-4 on, should be on the clock, not. So hang on a minute. We've just got a little bit of a problem with the time. It should be 24 seconds should be on the clock, please, Suleiman. Not 15. So I'll just get this corrected just in case. Because it is possible, if this does get defended, to get from one end of the field and score for Bangash. But of course, Marcos Pinello is looking to put this one clean over the top and through the uprights. So timekeeper has just been informed and players called. So Marquito Pinello to bring this one into play here now. Marcos canting round up to this one. On Amsterdam comes in, drive, shoots, it's over the top, so there's no defending that one, and straight through the goals it is there for Marcos Pinello and Habtoor, making it 4 goals to Habtoor, 2 for Bangash. And so the two teams congratulate and thank each other for their first 2 chukkers. And now Habtoor will leave the field. Change ponies come back out, and Bangash will sit down for 2 chukkers here now. But as we see from the scoreboard end, we have El Basha coming out onto the field here now. And as I said, playing at number 1 for El Basha in the blue and red shirts will be Hani Chepse. At number 2 will be Federico Pereira. At 3, Justo Coutinho. And at 4 will be Tommy Willens. So in the meantime, I think we might go to a bit of a break for a few adverts and messages from Polo Line.
Bauti Bajuga has done well to read that, and he's gone through the challenge of Toddy Guitar, and Bauti Bajuga punches it down towards goal. This is looking very dangerous for UAE. Mohamed Al Habtoor will get the touch, will he? He does. He's found it. Right on the end of that pass from Bauti Bajuga. It was going very close to the goal, but it needed a touch. And it looks like Mohamed Al Habtoor has come up with a goal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kulm Hotel in St. Moritz, to the 40th edition.
So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers. The umpire awaiting for a completion of the team of Habtoor. Habtoor's out there, as is Marquito Pinello. And awaiting for them is El Basha. So just waiting for Guevara to mount up. It's already running a little behind schedule. So the umpire looks to line these two teams up here now and to get the next two chuggers underway between Habtoor and El Basha. So, umpire bowls that ball into play, stuck in the line out, looking for it was Habtoor, but it has come out the back here, trying to pick that one up as Makito is also there. Was continue, but Makito comes up with the balls here now, runs this ball forward, does Makito, drags it forward and taps it up once again, goes on to his near side after taking the man Willens and goes in with the reverse neck shot and towards the goal, but he goes wide. Good pressure there by Willens. And so the ball will be placed on the back line here now. Willens to bring into play. Taps it up forward. Just looking to draw one shot in, but instead goes with the long one. Goes out towards the side, trying to get that out. But it was a good long shot, but it was well read there by Makito Pinello, who settles down on the ball. He's just got himself a little bit over the top of it, but he managed to recover once more. But coming in there to help out is Guevara out there for Makito once again. He's hooked off out of it, and the ball flicks back, but it's going to be Habtoor and Kohoso to come and pick this one up here once again. In behind comes Juan Cruz as forming up the trail here is Makito in behind. The next two cancel each other out, so we have Makito on the play here now. Nowhere to get that one through the traffic, so he has to come across the face of goal and looks for the big neck shot underneath the neck. He goes with it, but pushed a little bit hard and wide and out over the back line once more, so good pressure there by Habtoor on this El Basha goal. And so, once more, Willens to bring it in off his own back line, looking to clear it away here now. Draws Guevara in, keeps pulling him close, sends that one out wide here now for Coutinho. Coutinho looking to pick it up, goes onto it for his near side, picks it up nicely here now, looks to straighten himself up onto it, goes with the first time play and pushes this one up, looking there for Pereira. Pereira pushed wide out of it though there by Habtoor, but Habtoor couldn't quite connect with the backhand as he pushed him a little bit wide, but it's now picked up here by Guevara. Guevara checks, turns, comes back inside. Comes away there from Pinello, keeping Coutinho off away, allowing a bit of little space, just showing a little bit of it there to Pereira, but keeps control of it, goes forward there, does Pinello, but he didn't quite get the shot he was looking for, and it's now left there for Coutinho. Coutinho comes away, coming across the front of him was Habtoor, and we get a whistle on that play. Let's have a quick look at the replay. Thank you, Pololine. You can see he turned and changed the line of that, and we end up with a whistle on the play. And so it's just going to be taken up for a 5B to the halfway line this time, I think, by the umpire. Or maybe he's actually looking to bring this one forward. Yes, he is, and he looks like he's going to be taking this up now for a shorter penalty, which Willens will be most happy with, as will El Basha. And so it looks like we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty here now, with Habtoor retiring back 40 yards from the ball. They're being teed up there by Willens. Oh no, it's been teed up there by Coutinho. So circling round is Justo Coutinho up onto the play here now. Pony coming through, nicely balanced. Just breaks a little bit coming up to it and didn't quite get what he was looking for out of that one there. It's still going towards the goal, but it's now picked up and intercepted here by Pereira. Pereira being pushed off it there by Guevara. The ball sitting behind, trying to get onto it there was Willens, trying to take the opportunity. The ball comes out towards the side, the backhand comes in, and it looks like it's just been left, but the umpire's blown his whistle, I think it looks like, and he wasn't happy with the play. So we have a spot penalty here, it looks like, in favour of Habtoor. To be brought back in. Well, a bit of discussion between who's actually going to take it, but it looks like Guevara's going to bring it forward. Guevara taps it forward. Marquito cutting out for a bit of space here now. Good angle shot on that one there by Guevara, allowing Pinella onto it. Going back with him there is Willens. Pony just a little uncomfortable. It's coming in towards the stop, but it is going to be Marquito. Marquito looks to let that one go, but in doing so, it comes off the pony and out over the boards, and the umpire blows his whistle hard. He'll probably have to have a little review of this one to see if he was being blocked in his play. That's Marquito. Let's have a look and see if we can see on polo line. Goes in. Or did he have enough room to go straighter with that one? Probably did, but if you play the ball into the pony directly, you will be penalised for it. And so let's see what the umpire decides. And by the way the momentum is going, it will be a penalty in favour of El Basha. Marquito had the opportunity to put this one straight down the board, so he decided to go towards the middle of the field where the man was legally allowed to be effectively. Wasn't encroaching the old line, and we have a penalty 4 in favour of El Basha. This chucker's taken quite a long time. It's only four minutes still left in this chucker. So once again, it's going to be teed up there by Coutinho. Looking to come round up for this penalty 4 here now. Again, Pony just breaks on him a little bit, but gets hold of it a lot better this time. It's going towards the goal, but unfortunately it goes wide out to the right-hand side. And it will be Guevara to bring it back into play for Habtoor. Guevara brings it forward. Probably going to play the same rule. He'll try and bring the man to him. Sends it up forward here now for Pinello. Just comes a little wide of him. Looks to get onto that one there. Going back with him, there's Pereira. Working hard and getting onto the play here. But it is Marquito onto it. Looks for the next shot there to try and get that one up there for Habtoor. Looks to try and pick that one up in front of Willens. Goes on his near side. Willens couldn't pick up the next player. Who's next up onto this one? It looks like the ball's travelled forward, so Willens can get control of it. And you see he turns in towards Habtoor there to make him yield off and give himself a little bit of space to make a play. He taps it up forward here this time. Looks for the options. Out there in front of him. Opens the shoulder and drives that one up nicely. Trying to get out here now for Coutinho. Coutinho hopefully go with the first time play. Does so. Sends this one up forward. But in doing so, it looks like that one's gone out over the boards rather than up the middle of the field there for Hani to come on to. So at about 3 minutes left on the clock. The umpire has actually called for a free change. And we'll just go for a quick free change from the players before we come back out for the second half of their first chukker. And of course, I'd just like to remind everybody, of course, we still have a lot of polo going on here at Al Habtoor. After this, we do have a week, 10 days break, and then we start a 6-goal league here at Habtoor. And after that, on the 1st of April, we have the Polo Masters Cup, an 8-goal tournament, with the finals being on the 5th, and then the Dubai Cup, starting on the 14th of April, with the finals being on the 20th of April. We have some offers here, of course, at Habtoor, whereby we have some special Ramadan offers as well. We have a complete rider course, a 4-day intensive program covering all key riding disciplines, dressage, jumping, polo, and cross-country. It's a 4-day course. To sign up, it's 2,400 dirhams. For Ramadan offers, if you buy 5 riding lessons, you'll get 2 complimentary free. If you buy 8, you'll get 3 complimentary lessons. We have a spring break camp, which is a pony club camp effectively, which is a perfect mix of fun, learning and adventure for the little ones. They could connect with horses, Make some new friends and create memories of a lifetime. For the camp, the Pony Club camp, for 1 day course is 330 dirhams, 3 days is 890, 5 days is 1100. For further details or bookings, please call the office on 04436 2222 or drop them an email and contact Al Habtoor Polo Club. But more importantly, probably one of the best things to do, you can please follow the social media on Instagram at Al Habtoor Polo Club or DXB Gold Cup Series for all up-to-date schedules and events going on here at Polo. Good to see we have Mariano Garcia watching from Argentina. As we have the players coming back out onto the field here now to get this chukker underway once more. Some people there in the gazebos enjoying their afternoon in the picnic area. And back underway once more it is, and it's going to be first back onto it will be the reverse neck shot there from Guevara in towards the middle of the field. But first up onto this one, he'll be Willens. Takes a hook there from Habtoor and makes a turning play and comes forward once again. Habtoor comes in, has to yield off that play there to land that next play. This time draws that ball up forward and looks to get that one up there for Hani. Hani looking to come onto this here first. Hani gets away there from Khalaf. Hani. And Khalaf riding hard, tries to go on the near side, yields off, leaves it for his next man Pereira, but he's been taking control of where there by Marquito. You see, he takes the man, controls the pony, brings it down, turns the play nicely. There does Pinello. Pinello gets hooked off out of it there by Coutinho, and we get a whistle on that play. After all, the advantage was being played after being previously infringed in his play. The umpire was just looking for a little bit of advantage, with Hulsto coming in, just unfortunately taking that advantage away, and we have a penalty. We moved up here now in favour of Habtoor. And whilst they're teeing that one up there, or should we say whilst Marquito is, and El Basha have to retire back 40 yards, I'd just like to give a shout out, of course, to Rachel in WA. Love to see you tuned in. Lulu Mancini, Vamos Marquitos, big fan there of Marquito Pinello. Helen is tuned in. And of course we have Jane Fielding from New Zealand tuned in as well. Good afternoon to you, or good evening to you, more to the point. Good night down there in New Zealand. Kia ora in Oratea. So, Marquito Pinello circling around here now. Comes in, drives, shoots. It just falls a little bit short, but it bounces it, deceiving them through the goal it is. Opening up the scores here now. 1 goal it is to Habtoor. With 2 minutes left to play here in their first chukker. And so back to the middle of the field it is once more. So the umpire line these two teams up. Ball back into play. Out, nice, cleanly out the back of the line out. Williamson managed to pick it up. Marquito does. Marquito brings it forward here once again. Marquito Pinello drops the hammer down here, going back with his Williams. So he takes it, takes the man on the near side, trying to get back over to this one. Those it went a little bit wider, and does so is Guevara. Guevara checks up the pony, looks to see where the goals are here now. Comes back inside of all the players, does Guevara. Guevara once more. Guevara on the move, but Williams goes back with him this time, but Guevara managed to get the better of him, yields off and leaves him now with Pereira, goes with the next shot and tries to drill that one through, and through the goals it is there for Juan Cruz Guevara for a rather dry spell by Habtoor. Now 2 quick goals, one by Marquito Pinello from the penalty spot, and the next one there from Juancho Guevara. We'll see on our replay here as he came forward up onto it and put that one away through the goals, underneath the neck there for Juancho Guevara. So 2 teams line up once more. Ball into play. Out the line out it comes from the middle. Coming away with it here is Habtoor masters his way through with Pereira there. Tries to get onto that one. Calm, but it's left there for Willens. Willens turns with Guevara on his shoulder. Yields off, allows him to make the play. Does so, sends it up here now. Sends it up forward, looking for his man Pereira in front. Next on to the here will be Hani. Hani gets away with that one here nicely. Hani going goalward bound here. Hani Jepse looks for the goal shot here now. And, oh, it just trickles wide. Just sneaking past that left-hand goalpost. Good play there by Hani. Good support. Got into the right place, right time. But unfortunately, just a little over top of that one there, and it just dribbled to the left-hand side. So just wide. And it'll be Marco Pinello to bring it in here now for Habtoor. And there goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen, as the ball hasn't come back into play. And that there will end the first chukker between these two. Our third chukker of this round robin. With the score being 2 goals, it is to Habtoor. The players will quickly change. We'll come back out for Habtoor's fourth and final chukker after a few messages and adverts from Polo Line. So two teams quickly back out onto the field here now, as they're both up at their pony line ends. So they're both awaiting the umpire just to explain a little bit of something there to the players. And maybe they had tried to bring the ball in, but maybe not. So the ball does get bowled into play rather inadvertently, and therefore the ball gets sent in forward here now, but on control of it here is Continue trying to weave his way through this traffic here, gets blocked in his play. But he's got a clear way here now and told to yield off. We'll have Torum puts it away there. It does Continue, making it 1 goal. It is to Al Basha at the start of their second chukker here. And 2 goals, though, for Habtoor. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we come back to the middle of the field here. Over towards us in the hotel side. For the umpire to roll this ball in. So roll the ball in for the first 3 chukkers on the far side. The last 3 chukkers over on this side. So Toridar bowls that ball into play. Out the back of the line it comes. Awaiting there was Pinello. Pinello picked it up. Pinello, you saw Willans looking to come off the back of the line out, but it was stopped and brought forward away from him there by Pinello. Pinello goes with a nice weighted pass, putting it out there for Juancho. Juancho has to correct himself and go back out onto it. He was thinking about going to the man. But, a little show and go there from Juan Cruz Guevara. Guevara going forward. Gets half hooked off out of a big bump and a ride off. Comes in, goes with the next shot. And it just goes wide. Juancho looking for something there. Let's have a little look at that replay there if possible, Pauline. Juancho was looking for a little bit of something, thinking the man was coming under his swing, but the man was already there. So the umpire once more just having to make a couple of little bits of explanation to the players. The ball's on the back line here now for El Barsha to bring into play. Willens taps it up forward. Goes out towards the picnic area side there for Hani. See, it's already up at the halfway line. Hani being well pressurised there by Khalaf. Gets a near side onto it, but it's now to be picked up here by Marquito. He's been pressurised. Having to do work here. Spinello, as he's got Pereira in there. Comes in behind him. Lovely bit of horsemanship there. Great field vision there does Pinello, and he sends it up high and forward, looking now for Habtoor. Habtoor picks it up, but he might have gone a little bit straight on that one with a bit too much wood on it, and it tries to keep that one in play, but out over the back line it goes. And so once more the ball will be placed on the back line here now for El Barsha to pick it up and bring into play by Willens. Taps it up forward. Willens brings it into play. This time goes under that neck, looking there for Coutinho. Coutinho taps up forward. Habtoor comes back to try and put the pressure on. Might have met it just about right. Takes that away from him. Just enough there for Juan Cruz Guevara to come onto. Juan Cruz just turns, tries to send that one up, but he shows too much of it there for Coutinho. Takes it away underneath the neck, out towards us here at Paddy the Polo. On his near side, cuts it, straightens himself up onto it once more. Making it difficult for himself this time. Goes back onto his stick side. Comes up the field here now. Does. Continue looking to see what his options are. Not an awful lot there waiting for at the moment, so he just checks up. But that allows Guevara to come in front. Looking to dribble this ball one way, then the other way. But it looks like it's going to be Habtoor comes in and cleans it up here now for Habtoor. Comes in with a big shot. Does Guevara, but he's hooked off out of it, and in comes Khalaf. Pony just helping out a little bit on that one there, and they all yield off it and go forward, leave it there for Pinello. Pinello comes through the pack here at the halfway line. Pinello, he's got players forward, goes with the big shot, gives that ball a ride, drops an absolute bomb up the field here through about the 30-yard line. It comes down. Habtoor trying to get onto it, but Willens has got him covered and marked and controls the middle of the field and turns here nicely, checks, comes away, avoids the hook, comes forward here now, does Willens, picks it up forward, taps the ball skillfully into the air. Takes it away there from Pinello out towards Orbis on the far side of the field. But first onto it is Guevara, the backhand. But it's only as far as Willens, who checks, turns, and comes back inside once more. And it looks like Marquito will have to yield off out of that play to allow him to go forward. So he decides to tuck the other way here now, does Willens. And Willens comes up towards the middle of the field once again. Willens once more coming through the play. Comes in behind Habtoor. Habtoor just infringing on that one slightly, but it's now going to be Marquito Pinello comes away with it and sends a driving shot out across the field into space here for Habtoor to run onto. Habtoor comes up onto that one. Willens thought that he had a little bit of, Pereira thought that he had a bit of that one there, but it is going to be Habtoor, goes with a short shot, gets half hooked off out of it, but it's left now here for Marquito Pinello. Looks over his shoulder, plenty of space and time, and looks to stick and ball that one away, and through the goals it is for Marquito Pinello. Taking the score now, 3-1. Let's have a little go on the replay. All the hard work done there by Habtoor, and he gets the opportunity just to stick and ball that one away, does Marquito Pinello. And they're coming back to the middle of the field. The umpire blows the whistle for a free change. As the players leave the field to quickly change before they come back out. There's only a couple of minutes left here in this chuckle. Well, 1:40 say. No alcohol for the referee there, please, Tarquin. Good afternoon, teams. How are you, my friend? All good? So we are there down in the camp. Stuart Allen, good afternoon, Stuart. Hope you're having a great day. Hope Canada's treating you well. So we're down there in the camp, of course, of Habtoor. Cruz Guevara is just looking to make sure his gear's all set up properly for our Polarline viewers. You see we're wearing the Innovation head protection there, the Innovation for equine protection. Have a look at it. It's a great new way to try and help protection of the horses. It gives them protection in their temples and also in the middle of their head from ball impaction. So two teams come back to the middle of the field here now. We're waiting for umpire to get this ball bowled into play. Ball into play at the front of the line out. Looking for that's Hani. Hani's still looking and working for it. Guevara's in there. Pereira's looking for it. They're all a little bit unsighted on it, but it's Habtoor. Habtoor looks to try and come away with this one here now, but he just pushes that one out forward. But first surface with it here will be Continue. Continue checks, comes back inside, and he has Willens actually with the number 2 shirt on. Comes forward here now. Willens on the play. Opens the shoulder, drives that one up nicely here though. Looking for Pereira up the front, but first onto it will be Pinello. Good open backhand by him, but getting onto it first will be Continue. Just gets half spoiled in the play there by Guevara. Next two cancel each other out. Back onto it is Willens, but we get a whistle on that play. Willens thought he could get back in onto that play quickly enough. However, you can see on the replay that we almost definitely have, you see, getting onto it first there was Guevara, as we also had Continue trying to come onto the play as well. So we'll have a penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. It looks like the umpire's going to take this one up for 5B to the middle of the field. So there's a minute left to play, say, when we have the score at 3-1 in favour of Habtoor. And it is Marquito Pinello. How this work, of course. Habtoor looking to have 2 wins here. And it'll be between El Barsha and Bangash to see who comes away with the second place. But picking this one up here now is going to be Continue. Continue comes away from the pack here now. Gets a little bit of protection, looking for players to get up forward. Comes away in towards the middle of the field here now, and it's going to be Habtoor. Try and pick up Continue. Gets up past the man here now. Does Continue going at pace, running well down the far side. Just checks up on the play there. Does Continue once again. Looks to send that one in the middle of the field here now, looking for Willens, but he's gone up past Willens and looking for Pereira, but marking out well there is Marquito Pinello, and Pinello tidying it up and turning it away fast, avoids the hook, punches that ball forward and picks it up forward once again, checks up on the play, reaches back, pulls it forward, inside the player, does the long man. He reckons he got interfered with in the play, but umpires say Continue players, Continue has the play. Horsto drives it out here now for Willens. Willens goes with a long shot underneath the neck in towards the goal. But it looks like the hooter's gone, ladies and gentlemen, so that there will end our second 2 chukkers with Habtoor running out the winners. 3 goals, El Barsha 1. So Habtoor have the opportunity to now to sit down for the next 2 chukkers, whilst El Barsha take on Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. So in the meantime, we'll get a few messages and adverts from Polarline.
Bauti Bajuga has done well to read that, and he's gone through the challenge of Toddy Guitar, and Bauti Bajuga punches it down towards goal. This is looking very dangerous for UAE. Mohamed Al Habtoor will get the touch, will he? He does. He's found it. Right on the end of that pass from Bauti Bajuga. It was going very close to the goal, but it needed a touch. And it looks like Mohamed Al Habtoor has come up with the goal.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kulm Hotel in St. Moritz, to the 40th edition. See you tomorrow on the lake, 11 o'clock. Thank you very much.
So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers and us all here at Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. And we're about to get this last two chukkers underway between Bangash and El Basha. We'll be lining up in front of us here at the hotel. So umpire just lines the two teams up here now. Chukker 1, 0-0. So umpire lines the two teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play out the back of the line. Out it comes. Taken away there by Willens. Willens being in pursuit of him, though, is going to be Ringer. Turns across in front of him. Takes the man. Comes into onto his near side here now. Looking to come back onto the play. Lets the man half pushing back onto it and comes forward. Gets half hooked and turns away from him here this time. He has the man in behind to give him support. But coming up the spoils momentarily there was Ringer. But now it's picked up here. And comes forward on it. Here does Perez. The near side backhand comes in by Continue, but he came across the front of him. We get a whistle on that play. Let's have a look there from Polo Line. As the umpire moves this ball up forward. You can see playing on that near side. Came across the player. And so the ball's taken up here now this time. For a penalty 4 in favour of Bangash, Dobson Horrell. Being teed up there. By Henera Ringer. Teeing the ball up with Habtoor retiring back 40 yards. Gets hold of that well, strikes it, looks like it's up over the top and clean through the goals it is. Opening up the account there for Bangash Dobson Horrell is Henera Ringer. So 1-0's the score, and back to the middle of the field in front of us here at Party at the Polo. Third ball, bowled into play. Front of the line out. Looking for this one here now is Pereira. Pereira checks, turns, tries to pull that away from Hyder. Reaches out, gets hold of it. Hyder pushes that one through, but it looks like it's going to continue to pick it up here now. Just flicks it out towards the side. Looks to take the man and put his ball onto his near side. No, flicks back onto his stick side once again. And Willens picks it up here now. Willens on the play. Willens taps it forward. This time goes with a long shot, drills that one forward, looking for Hanny once more. Hanny can come back over onto this one here now, does so, picks up on the near side. Lovely play there by Hanny Chepsay on the stick side. Hanny across the face of goal, it goes a little bit too much and looks to clear that one away. Does Hyder. Good strong backhand there by Bangash. It's picked up once again here by Pereira. Pereira turns, looks to face back towards goal. In behind, he now has Willens. Stands up over the play, looking for Bangash player to yield off or stay straight. And he sends that ball in. Stop there by Hyder. Hyder's ball now picked up here. He picked up and sent out there by Ringer. Out now looking for Hyder. Came off the pony. But it's going to be picked up by Willens. And Willens goes back into attack once more. Pulls away from the player. Finds a little bit of space. Comes up forward. Gets half hooked off out of it. Retains possession well there. Does Willens. Unfortunately pushed off out of it this time. And it's now left here for Continue. Up onto the play. A nice backhand there by Hyder, and unleashing Ringer away onto this one here now. Looks to see where his teammates are. No, sorry, it's Perez. Takes it up forward. Pony just hops and bounces on it. Comes off the pony, and Hyder picks it up nicely and feeds it forward once more. Hyder coming through the pack here, but it's now picked up here by Perez. Perez comes forward, one side, then the other side, going up towards the goal here now. Up into attack here, the 30-yard line. One more will do, and it looks like that'll do. With Willens can't get back to him. Carries on through the goal, levelling up the scores. Oh. Sorry, not levelling up the scores. Sorry, wrong way. It's 2 goals it is to Bangash. Good breakaway there. Came through well. All the team having a little bit of that play. And Hyder, dynamic in it as well. So the two teams line up here now in the middle of the field. Bowls that ball in. Off the front, here comes Hyder. Hyder's away. Hyder comes up full once more. Back up onto it again. Come off the pony. Couldn't quite pick that one up, but it looks like it's going to be Pereira comes in and opens up that backhand and feeds it up here nicely now for Willens. Willens checks up. You see he's looking to see where his man is. Goes there underneath the neck and sends it up forward once again. Up now for Ringer. Ringer up forward once again. Checks up the pony here now and just settles down up onto the play once more. Does Ringer. Ringer again. Ringer. Goes with a long shot out there for Hyder. Hyder looking to go back into attack here now. Hyder goes back onto his own player, a little bit straight out there across the field here. Hyder underneath the neck. Gets marked off out of it and pushed away from it there by Willens, who picks it up forward here now. Hyder looking for a bit of a sneaky hook round there, but unfortunately gets a whistle on the play. Let's see on our replay. Thank you, Polo Line. You see, the pony just turned away from him and just reaching around a little bit there was Hyder, and we are now about halfway through the chukker. So we'll go to a quick break whilst the players change. 2 goals is to Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. Are we starting off, I'd say, with a penalty in favour of El Basha? But where's the umpire going to take this one to here now? That's what we need to wonder. So it looks like Habtool have come out the winners, and I said it's now up to these two teams to thrash it out to see who is going to take the runners-up position. And so once again, I'd just like to mention, of course, the Six Nations is on in the Horse and Hound later. Great to see Orbis here. And FX down there in the bottom end. Ça va, monsieur? So 2 teams coming back out in the field here now, and the ball's being placed down for what looks like a spot penalty, as El Basha are going away from the goal they're attacking, and it's only going to be placed down on the spot for El Basha to bring into play. Jildi. So all the players back out on the field here now. And Willens just positioning himself. But allowing Dobson Horrell, Bangash to get into the right position. So, players called by umpire Torigata, and it is Willens to bring it in for El Barsha. Goes with the first time play, driving shots along the ground now, trying to get onto it though, is going to be continued, comes off the pony, falls nicely here now for Ringer. Ringer checks, turns, comes back inside, looks for his team to get up forward, he does so, and he gets a nice high ball there for Hyder, who looks skyward, try and find it, comes down, finds it, gets onto it well there, does Hyder over the halfway line. Hyder Bangash going up to it. Hanny marking him closely there, but Hyder gets the better of that one there. Keeps coming forward, but gets pushed off it this time. And it's going to be Willens to pick up the spoils here now for El Barsha. Turns, comes back inside the players. He's over the top of that one there, but it's left here for Pereira. Pereira takes control of it. Looks to go forward and yield off it. Leave it now here for Willens once will. Willens looks to send this one straight. Tries to get it up there, but it's intercepted by Pereira, and Pereira turns it round his near side. Pulls it back, takes it away here. Backhand comes in, looking for the spoiling play, but it's only as far as Willens once again, and Willens sends that one up forward here this time, looking for Hyder. Hyder trying to get onto it, but no, it looks like it is going to be a Ringer. Comes up onto this play, makes a defensive play, stop and continue from attacking here now. And it's Ringer on the rampage here now, just short of the halfway line, but Willens has got it covered. Comes in, near side backhands with a bit of purchase on it and sends that one back in towards the middle of the field. And Hanny Hipsey comes back onto it quickly and looks to take this one up the field here now. Does Hanny. Hanny at the 40. Hanny at just over the top of that one there. Coming into it is going to be Pereira. Pereira puts it away in the air. A lovely goal there for El Barsha by Federico Pereira. Let's have a little look at the replay there. Hanny doing all the hard work, well positioned, and took it forward and left it there for Pereira to put that one away. So back to the middle of the field it is, and it's 2-1 as a score with a minute left to play in the first chukker of these two teams playing against each other. So, ball into play. Off it comes here now. Pereira, once again. The last couple of games, he's played very strongly indeed. Comes forward here now. Leaves it for Willens. Willens there with his marker. Goes off on the move. Does Willens. Willens looks to see who he's got out there in front of him. He also continues. Goes up forward here now. Comes forward once more. Gets half hooked off out of it. Can he regain possession? Yes, he retains possession. Does Willens. Willens looking for a little bit of a gap and players just to clear a little bit so he can make a play. Does, cuts inside off the back of the train and goes with a long shot. Comes off the pony and we get a whistle on the play. Willens going, he cut across in front of me. Let's see what the umpires decide. We can see possibly on our replay. Thank you to Polo Line. Well, it's reasonably clear on that one there, and it looks like we have a spot penalty here in favour of Bangash Dobson Horrell. Plenty of room to go somewhere else. And so the ball's dropped down here now for Ringer. Long driving shot, nearly decapitated his patron in the form of Hyder, who ducked off out of the way, but Pereira's onto it first. Pereira, near side backhand out towards the boards, but out over the boards it goes. And so I'll have a free hit here with the ball out of play in favour of Bangash. Brings it forward, does Ringer. Goes underneath the neck, maybe a little bit more acutely than what he thought, but fair goes the first tutor. Quickly onto this one here is going to be Continue up over the halfway line here now. We'll pick this one up. Continue at pace. Looks to straighten himself up onto that one there. Hyder gets in onto the next play here now. Takes the ball out towards the boards. Does Hyder. Hyder goes with the backhand. The backhand looks to be picked up here by Willens. Willens picks that one up, looking for a little bit of something out of that one there. Was Ringer, but we get a whistle on the play. The first tutor's gone, ladies and gentlemen. So that there will end their first chukker, with the score being 2 goals it is to Bangash Dobson Horrell, 1 for El Barsha. And we'll be back to you in a few minutes after some adverts and messages from Polo Line.
I'll be
So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers. We'll get this underway here. It looks like we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of El Barsha, looking to level the score here at the start of their second chukker against Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. So Continue was taking the penalties earlier, but it looks like it's Willens to take this one here now. But just waiting for the fields to be cleared. Gildy. So the umpire can call play. Oh no, we're still waiting for Hanny, sorry. So Willens up onto the play here now. Comes up, drives, shoots. It's about head height. Can they stop that one there? But no, it's just gone wide and out to the right-hand side. So the score remains the same. 2-1 it is. We'll have Ringer to bring this into play. For Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. Brings it up forward. Hyder on the great Balthasar. Goes underneath the neck looking for Hyder. Hyder out there towards the picnic area side. Acres of space. Coming across him though is Willens. Cuts this one in. Teammate picks this one up nicely here and up the field he comes here. It's pass to pass. Good play there by Bangash. He takes the man. Keeps possession himself here once more. Taps it once more. Maybe one too many times. And yes, it was for Willens to pick up here now. Willens turns it back into attack once more. Willens comes in, avoids the hook. Oh, Pereira didn't really get quite enough notice of that play coming back to him. And it's going to be brought up here there by Eagley. Sends it out here for Hyder. Stolen away out from underneath his nose here by Pereira. Pereira near side, takes the man, goes onto his stick side and yields off and leaves it for Willens. And Willens takes it away from his man, turns away and faces up forward once again. But the backhand comes in, but he retains possession of that play. Does Willens, waits to get up forward, does so, unloads it and sends it out the front door here now for Hanny. Hanny up on the move, up over the halfway line it is for Hanny Shevse from Jordan. Up over the play he goes here now. Next man onto it though will be Ringer. Yields off, leaves it here now, goes over the top, picked up nicely on the near side there. By Continue, ridden off out of that play, although standing looking for something, and the play goes on. And coming forward once again here, it is going to be Ringer to pick it up and tidy it up for Dobson Horror once more. Looks to play a little bit of a dummy and show and go here now from Continue. Goes underneath the neck and gets hold of that one nicely up over the halfway line, waiting for it to come down his Hyder. Can he get back over to that ball in front? And he does so in front of Willens. Comes off the boards, looks to pick that one up. But in doing so, Willens found himself directly on the line from the rebound as Hyder tried to come back onto it. You see the umpire just saying he's come from one side to the other, just came across the line, and the ball will be placed down here now for a spot penalty in favour of El Barsha to be taken by Willens once more. Willens taps it forward. Brings it up to his marker in form of Ringer, looking to pull him in tight. Goes with a shot, sends it out here now for Continue. Continue trying to get up onto that one. Came off the pony, but we ended up with a whistle on the play as the right of way was infringed. You can see on the replay there now. Willens setting that up for Continue to come onto. Came away from it, and the player just infringing the right of way there in front of Continue, and in ball changing line, changing direction, so Continue couldn't get back to it, so no advantage to be gained from it, and we end up with a penalty for a 60-yard penalty here now in favour of El Barsha. To be teed up this time by Continue. Then you had a couple of cracks earlier on. Willens has had one too. Now it is going to be continue. It looks like possibly to take the penalty here now. So, Husto. Comes round onto the play. Willens just making sure it's nicely teed up, giving the best opportunity. Continue onto it here. Comes forward up onto it, gets hold of that one. It's along the ground. It's the Wormburner. Can they stop it? But it looks like it's been deflected and out over the back line it goes. And the ball's placed down here now for Bangash's Ringer to bring into play. Ringer taps it up forward. Most of the players out there towards the picnic area side, but he gets one option here this time, goes up the middle of the field. But first onto it, well played there by Pereira. Pereira looks to come onto it, but a bit of confusion there between the two players. We get a whistle on the play. So the ball's here now. Being teed up there by Willens. So 4 minutes still left to play here in this chukker. The score 2-1 in favour of Bangash Dobson Horrell. Goes for the first time play, gives that ball a ride. It's a beautiful shot there by Willens. He's got hold of it well. It's gone a little bit to the left-hand side. Can they get to it in time? No, couldn't get the backhand, but now picked up here by Pereira. Pereira on the play. Being blocked, a little bit of a melee. Comes through, comes forward and puts it away through the goals. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, has the umpire blown his whistle? Let us see. Did it go wide? Did it go out of play first? And the goal judge thinks it did. So they'll bring it back here now for a hit out. So umpire just explaining here now to the teams. The ball had gone out of play. You saw the goal judge earlier just going up towards it, signifying it had gone out of play. Let's see on the replay here from Polo Line. And you see it was allowed to go out of play by the Bangash player. Or did it? This is the question, but it looks like no, it hadn't. And the goal is good. The goal is good. So it is now 2 goals each. And the players will leave the field. Are they going to leave the field for a free change? That looks like they are. A little bit of discombobulation there. And so the players will leave the field to play here now to quickly change ponies and come back out for the last half of this, the round robin. And so you can see on the replays there that we saw earlier, but now we see Bangash just leaving the field. And whilst a change, I'd just like to remind everybody that we do have a league, and I'll have Tour Polo Club League starting here in 10 days' time. So, but please jump onto the social media at DXB Gold Cup Series and at Al Hab Tour Polo Club on Instagram to see all the up-to-date schedules and some great opportunities to win some wonderful prizes as well. And we have the Polo Masters starting on the 1st of April with the finals on the 5th, an 8-goal tournament. And following this, we will have, starting on the 14th of April, with the finals on the 20th, another 8-goal, the Dubai Cup. You can see there on screen for our Polo Line viewers, we have Ancora Lamar getting ready to play. Guerrero just putting his shirt on. And we do have Halal Omran here this afternoon. Unfortunately unable to play the other day due to other commitments, but back in here now for the final. And so whilst we wait for the teams to come back to the middle of the field, we have some great Ramadan offers available here. The spring break camps. Give the office a call. We have a wonderful complete rider 4-day course So give the office a call on 04436 2222 for further information, or through the Instagram account. So the two teams are lined up here once more. Gildy. Ball back into play. Players underway. And it is going to be Ringer comes away with it. Gets ridden off out of that play. Looking for it to continue. He gets it spoiled. But he managed to pick up the play once again here. Now, to who's be next on to this one here. Turning around quickly on that one. There was Perez. Perez gets up on the move. Going back there is Pereira. Perez looking for a quick goal here at the beginning of this shocker. Just settles down on the play on about the 40-yard line. One more tap. And he's over the top. And in comes Perez. Just takes that one away there, does Pereira. Out towards the side. But now it's left. And turning back inside. I think it's Ringer back onto this one here now. Picks up the play, comes forward once again. Pony sucks back on him a little bit, but he goes with the driving shot in towards the goal. It gets stopped by Continue, but the pressure is on, and Ringer's back in onto that one there. So it is Dobson Horrell back out into the lead again here now. Bangash, Dobson Horrell, 3-2. You can see on our replay, relentlessly not giving up, putting that one away. 3-2 in favour of Bangash, Dobson Horrell. So two teams are lining up here on the umpire once more. Bowls that ball into play. Doesn't come through the line out cleanly, and out it comes here this time. But first to service with it here will be Continue. Continue takes it up onto his stick side, gets pushed and shoved, and now picked up here by Pereira. Pereira comes away with it. He yields off and leaves it now for Willens. Here forward, so Willens got somebody pass that one up to here this time. Standing up over the ball, has to make a play, does so, and sends a good shot up the field here now, looking here for Continue, but taken off out of it. The near side backhand comes in into traffic and picked up by Ringer. Ringer comes away with the play, but it comes out here now in favour of Hanny. Hanny comes away, goes with the shot. The man's going to have to clear, but we get a whistle on that play. Not Hanny, but the previous one. Let's see on the replay here now. And so the ball's dropped down here. Or will be dropped here now for a penalty from the midfield. In favour of Bangash, Dobson Horrell. For a penalty 5B. Being teed up there by Genero Ringer. Genero up onto this here now. Keeps it short. Pulls Continue there into him. This time goes a shot. Looks to take that one over the top now. Looking for that out there in front, and that was Giggly, but it's now picked up by Pereira. Pereira reaches out, comes back with it, yields off, leaves it here now for Willens. Willens checks up once more, but goes for the show and go and sends it forward and keeps that one short of the man. He takes it at the top of the bounce and comes in towards the middle of the field, loses a bit of momentum and takes it one more time up the field here. But too much there for Ringer. Comes the near side, tries to spoil the play, but the backhand there by Ringer's good, and it's picked up here by Continue of Elbasha. Continue. Up over the halfway line, tries to bring this ball forward, does so. Settles down on top of it, allowing players, though, to get back to him in turn, but it's Pereira, picks it up, yields off and leaves it coming off the back of the train, was Willens once more. Tap. Comes forward again, looks to go under the neck with that one there, didn't quite get the angle he was looking for, but it goes out wide out towards the side and continues being looked after and taken away here now, out towards the side here. Bangash taking it away from the danger zone. Who's first back round up onto this one here? Willens trying to get onto it, but intercepted and picked up nicely there by Hyder. A little backhand to himself, but showed a little bit too much of it there for Pereira, and he turns, faces back up towards the goal here once more. Or yield off it forward. Willens off the traffic, turns, comes back into the traffic once more. Comes again around, off out the side. Hyder comes in, spoils that play well, does Hyder, but well picked up by Bangash, clearing it away here now. Looks for the big shot out towards us here at Broline. Takes the man out wide. Picking it up well, though, is going to be Ringer. Ringer coming forward once more, comes off the players, but they keep up going up forward here now. Looks to come up the middle of the field. Pereira fights the ball and comes back onto it. Looks for the backhand, doesn't get it. Ringer pounces onto it here now. Ringer. Through the goal it is now for Genero Ringer, making it 4 goals. It is to Bangash. Dobson Horrell, 2 for Elbasha. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the clock tick-tocks down. A lovely goal there by Ringer at the end. The hooter goes, and that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end our sub-finals of the Dubai Challenge Cup, with our winners being Habtoor and runners-up being Bangash, Dobson and Horrell. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to a quick break here now before we start our main final, which is going to be Ancora Estancia Lamar